Well, over the past weeks, the role of the military in the elections have been under intense scrutiny, from issues of militarization to intimidation and harassment, and the counter-accusation of some politicians using thugs camouflaging as military personnel has taken the debate on the 2019 elections and the role of security to a very sensitive stage. Bayelsa State in the south-south region of the country is one of such states where those kind of narratives thrived. Take a listen to the governor of Bayelsa State, Mr. Dixon, on some of these issues.
Our state, as we speak, is under invasion. From all available intelligence, our state is under attack, and I don't know what we have done to the federal government of Nigeria, that they have turned our state into a garrison of sorts. Yes, the military officers have a role in providing escort duties. Yes, I appreciate that, and I commend them when they diligently perform those duties. But when they convert themselves to aid and abet terrorism, because that's clearly what it is. If people brandish weapons, shoot, terrorize people, scare people, overwhelm people, and then force them to do things that they otherwise would not have done, that is terrorism.
Well, you heard them. Strong words in a strong situation in Bayelsa State. The opposition feels otherwise over the matter. Let's hear from the leader of the All Progressives Congress in Bayelsa State and a former governor, Mr. Timothy Silva, who joins us from our Abuja studio. Thank you so much, Mr. Silva, for your time on the program today. You heard some of the allegations, and some of the allegation is that your party, which is the ruling party at the center, is using military to harass members of the opposition who are the ruling party in the state, and they've said that the election in that state is nothing that is short of a free and fair process. What are your reactions to this?
Well, I have asked Governor Dixon to produce one piece of evidence to show that there was militarization in Bayelsa State. He's just making allegations, because as far as I'm concerned, the military in Bayelsa State only performed their escort duties. Governor Dixon brought in a lot of thugs into Bayelsa State. Unfortunately for us, those thugs were stopped by the security agencies from doing what they were paid to come and do in Bayelsa. I'm sure that is what is annoying the governor so much, because as far as I'm concerned, there is no shred of evidence to support that the military actually interfered with the electioneering, with the voting process at all. They performed their escort duties very well, and it was the police, on the other hand, with the flagship Duakbo, that actually went into aiding and abetting rigging.
Yeah, sorry. Let me pause you for a moment.
Which is an outfit.
Let me pause you for a moment.
Created by Governor Dixon.
Let me pause you for a moment, because we need to go on a short break. When we come back, we'll come back to you and we'll continue with the conversation. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about Bayelsa politics, the central politics, and the 2019 elections. That's next time. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us. You heard INEC over the issues that happen in some parts of River State, and issues that are relating to the role of the military and other security agencies, and what politicians do using thugs. Well, we've been talking to the former governor of Bayelsa State, who's been talking to us from our Abuja studio. You heard the governor of Bayelsa State alleging the role of alleged partisanship of the military there. Thank you so much, Governor Silva, for talking to us tonight on the program. So you heard what Governor Dixon has said there about the use of the alleged role of partisanship of the military. The question is, a similar thing is happening in Rivers State, where the sitting governor there is accusing the APC of using the military to intimidate and harass opposition in the PDP. Why is this kind of situation happening in your region in the South-South?
Frankly, I cannot comment on what is happening in Rivers State because I wasn't there at all. I was busy in Bayelsa State. I can only speak about Bayelsa State where I was. And each time Governor Dixon makes these allegations, I've always asked that he produces some evidence, at least one evidence, because I wasn't everywhere. It didn't happen where I was. So if he produced one evidence of this kind of thing happening where I wasn't, then I'll probably listen to him. It's really sad that we are listening to Governor Dixon and even responding to allegations that he's making, which are completely spurious. There was no such thing in Bayelsa State. I mean, if anybody was terrorized, it was the APC that was terrorized by armed gangs that Dixon imported into the state from neighboring states. They came in a place called Southern Ijaw Constituency Ward 17. The armed gangs went and shot in the air, shot around, and then cutted away all the election materials. Luckily, INEC cancelled that result. In Ward 16, it was the same thing. In the election previous to that, which is the presidential election,
well, I mean,
over 20 people were arrested.
Let me quickly ask you this, Chief Silva. I mean, the big question is, if you can talk to us of what happened in Basambri, because he did mention that the situation in Basambri, where one person was recorded to have died, can you talk to that? Because the allegations are that the reason for what is happening, the brigandage that we see in Bayelsa State, is just about the governorship election which is coming. And the allegations are that your party does not have a strong root in the state and you're using force.
Come on, come on. I mean, Dixon can't say that at all. Well, are you through, Sheung?
Go ahead, please.
Okay. Of course, definitely. I mean, in Basambri, what happened was very clear. In fact, it's a case of the pot. I mean, the pot calling the kettle black. What happened was that in the night before the election, Dixon's, a member of the House of Assembly, Honorable Wawari, came into Basambri with thugs in the night with some policemen and thugs. And even before the election started, they shot and killed someone. And it was an APC member that was killed by the PDP. And they ran away from the community because they were afraid of reprisals. There was no problem in that community prior and even after, because after that nothing happened. There were no reprisals because they ran away by themselves. And of course the elections took place very peacefully. The resident electoral commissioner was in Basambri because of all these complaints, and he saw the election, he witnessed the elections by himself. Everything was peaceful. So I don't know what Dixon is talking about.
I mean,
Basambri is one of the most peaceful communities.
Sorry if I'm coming again.
State.
So you didn't quite answer the question I asked you about your party's local route. Because this is what they say is at the root of all of this problem and the brigandage. You've made some very strong allegations, mentioning names and talking about the PDP, but it would be good if you show clear evidence of some of these issues. The PDP is alleging that you do not have a strong presence in Bayelsa State to win elections, and that's why you're using force. You have not answered to that.
No, but you see, I mean, how do I answer to that? I mean, it's so unfair that a governor will make that kind of statement. It's really not true. The APC is the strongest party in Bayelsa State. In fact, in 2015, we won the election. And that's why they canceled that result. They canceled the result. That was why they declared him winner. And even now, he knows, Dixon knows himself, that the APC is the stronger party in terms of people. Dixon doesn't have anybody. Dixon just intimidates his way into power and into office. He knows that the PDP doesn't have anybody. So, I mean, the APC have the people. The people are on the side of the APC because the PDP government has completely failed in Bayelsa State.
Let's perhaps get your closing remarks on, if you're saying that the APC, you are stronger, you've only won 3 out of 24 state assembly elections. You've only won 4 seats out of 24 of the state assembly election. And when you say that the APC is stronger, the question is begging for answers on what the roots of or the presence of your party is. If you close this for us and tell us,
this is exactly what I said. This is what I said. Look, we won more than four seats. There are 3 outstanding seats to be won, and I believe that we are going to win all those 3. And we won more than 4. Unfortunately, Dixon, money played a lot of role there because Dixon colluded with a lot of INEC officials and with the police, and they rigged their way. In fact, in the earlier election, he saw the stronger showing, and he really went out of his way to bribe everybody. But of course, we've taken note of all these things, and we are assuring you, Sheung, that the APC is going to come out stronger every time. Of course, definitely, this was an improvement from 2015. 2015, we are allocated 5,000 votes for the president. This time, we're able to have up to 118,000 votes. In 2015, of course, we were rigged out of the governorship because they cancelled elections. But this time, we are wiser, and we are now bigger and stronger, I can tell you. So only time will tell.
Former Governor of Bayelsa, Timi Preswiva, those are very strong allegations against your governor, Seriake Dixon, about the issues of the elections. We do hope that he will react at some point to these. We will get his reaction on this one. Former Governor of Bayelsa, Timi Preswiva, talking to us, and the leader of the APC in Bayelsa State. We're touching on some of these very interesting states where some of these incidents have happened. Well, that's our show for tonight, everyone. Many thanks for watching. I'm Sean Wakimbale. Bye-bye.